Hey everybody, hope you are doing very well. This is kind of the last little bonus video in my southwestern United States drought update. Just going to take a last little look at a couple of lakes in California and then the Great Salt Lake, and just kind of talk about where they're at and what I think it means. So that sounds like interesting. Check it out. So first we'll start with Lake Tahoe. It's way up in the mountains. You can see that it is over 6,000 feet above sea level, but it is much lower than it's been the past couple of years, which is kind of just the story out here. If we look at Lake Shasta, they've actually made a bit of a recovery. We're above the levels that we were at for this time last year, but we are already seeing a drop since yesterday, so it is likely we've seen the peak, the water level at this lake for this year, and it's not really at a great level. These past couple of years have not been great for it. Lake Oroville's doing better than it has last year, but still not as good as 2020 levels. So again, better than a drought year, still doesn't mean you're necessarily not in another drought year. So those are the big lakes in California that are worth talking about. And then the last one that I think is really interesting to pay attention to, really important, is the Great Salt Lake in Utah. Now, people don't really think about it, but this is a massive population center, it is a massive economic center, and it is a massive ecological center. So there's a lot of really rare and delicate ecosystems that exist in, around, and near the Salt Lake. It's also really important for the economy of Utah, and it is where the bulk of the population lives in the capital of Salt Lake City. And it is currently at an all-time record low since records began, which is very worrying for a number of reasons. Obviously, droughts aren't good, and when lake beds dry up, they create an ultrafine dust that contributes very easily to big dust storms. Now, this is a problem all on its own, but when it's a salt lake, this has even bigger problems. So this is an article, let's see, from phys.org. It is, from today, July 7th, 2022. Western U.S. drought brings Great Salt Lake to lowest level on record. So I wasn't lying there. But the quote I wanted to show you might be highlighted. Nope, I have to actually read it, sorry. But we can see big numbers here. So the lake itself contributes 1.3 billion annually to the economy. This includes mining, fish farming, and tourism, as well as other industries. It could threaten migratory birds, as well as the local population. Now here it is, the dangerous arsenic-rich sediment. Now, salt lakes hold on to a lot of heavy metals. Arsenic is one of them. And when this arsenic blows up in the air, the people in the area are going to become exposed to chronic low levels of arsenic in their environment. The people, the animals, everything in the area. When those dust clouds blow through, if you're there and you're breathing, you're going to be exposed. So this is a journal study from the British Medical Journal, just talking about the symptoms of both acute and chronic arsenic poisoning. So if you're acutely poisoned, you're exposed to a lot of arsenic really quickly. And this can cause nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. Now, anytime you have vomiting and diarrhea, you're at risk for dehydration, which can easily become fatal. The chronic toxicity, which is really what we're more interested in here, results in multi-system disease. So essentially, your organs, all of your organs, can begin to fail. In addition, it's a well-documented carcinogen, meaning that it causes cancer, affecting numerous organs. So arsenic is not the kind of thing you want any kind of exposure to, even low doses, even just, over time. This stuff adds up and it can lead to cancer, multi-system disease, as well as death. So it's really serious. So as we see this lake drop and drop and drop, we really need to be concerned about that dust that it is uncovering and letting dry out. So that's my little update on water levels for the American Southwest. I really hope you found this stuff interesting. If you did, let me know what other topics you would like covered, or if there's more information on a certain topic that you would like to hear more about. Any of those kinds of things, let me know. This is kind of my first foray into all of this, so don't really know what the reception is even going to be. But if you stuck around through all of this, I really thank you. Hope it was useful. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.